Most editors work crazy hours and still get paid like they are replaceable. But in the meanwhile, you would not believe it, but there are a few editors who charge 5 to 10 times more, work with better clients, and actually help channels grow and not just cut their videos. So the difference here isn't their talent or their editing skills, but it is how they position their service. And the first shift you need to make is this. Stop selling just editing and start offering the full YouTube package. I know you just clicked on this video, you wanted to charge 10x more as an editor, but if you watch this video, I will promise you that you will learn something new and that you can instantly apply towards your editing service and get clients way easier, way faster, and charge 10 times more. Number one is offer the full YouTube package, not just the edits. Because most editors only sell, I will edit your video. This is their service. So what this does is it makes your clients see you as just another editor, as a commodity, so to say. Because if you actually think about it, you could just go to Fiverr and find the exact same people, hundreds of them, thousands of those people who do the same service as you, maybe not in the same quality, maybe not in the same extent, or maybe not that niche down as you are probably right now, still doing the same service, editing videos. So what this means is clients could be easier dissatisfied if the video doesn't perform well that you have been editing for them, or the video doesn't look as good as they have expected it in their head. So what this means that they tell themselves that a different editor can do a better job. So this is where you see a lot of clients just switching between a lot of editors. Now, what is the solution to this problem? Well, it's by adding more add-ons, so to say, to your service that help your clients grow a channel. So what you could do is help them with the topic, with the video ideas, and do some title research within their competitors. So what this means, you just have an Excel sheet full of video ideas and title ideas for your client that you added on top of your service. So this removes for them to having to search for video ideas. This removes them to having to search for video titles and coming up with video titles, and saves them probably hours and hours upon end and confusion as well, and helps them to stay consistent. Next thing is you could help them with the hook writing. So you don't have to be a script writer, you don't have to be a copywriter, you don't have to be a YouTube script writer, you don't have to be any of that. You don't have to help with the full script. But what you could help your clients do is write their hooks for the next videos or for the video ideas that you come up with. And you could also help with the CTAs, which is the most important part of one of the videos. So CTA means call to action. So what this means, you write the hook and you just add 2 to 3 CTAs throughout the video that they should just read up from the script or from the bullet point list. So the CTA would just guide the viewer to an offer, to the business, to the website. And speaking of CTAs, if you want to learn how to go from 0 to 5K per month as a video editor, join the exclusive community down below. It's the first link, and you will learn how to go from 0 to 5K per month, and also how to deliver these services that I'm talking about right now, these add-ons professionally, and add it onto your editing service and charge 10 times more money. So this was a CTA, for example, and it was also true. So you can check out in the first link in the description. This is what you can just add into the video. It is super fast. You can do it even with AI. You can help your client with that so they have a better conversion on the website or in the funnel. Next thing is a bit harder, but still what you could do is help them to post CTR focused thumbnails. So you can come up with the thumbnail ideas. You can also design the thumbnail yourself, or just help them with the thumbnail creation yourself. Or you can hire out the thumbnail creation, but just charge your client an extra for that. So what this means is your client comes to you and he not only gets a video editing service, he also gets help with the hooks. He also gets video ideas and titles that he doesn't have to come up with on his own. And he also gets help with the thumbnail. Like what is left? Okay, there's one thing left, which is uploading and A and B testing. Now, actually, this is the easier part, which is uploading. So you just have to help with the tags, with the description, with the chapters, with the pinned comments. I think if you go through 2 to 3 channels that are converting very well and you just copy what works for them, so kind of like the same layout in the description, the same tags maybe, or the same pinned comments, etc., you can already learn it by yourself. So you don't have to join the Editing Elite to learn all of that faster, but you can also do it the hard way, but still fast and go through a couple of successful channels and just help your clients to do the same. The only thing that your client has to do is just add you as a video editor or as a moderator to their channel. And what you can do is just upload the video automatically to the channel, and they don't have to even touch the video footage, or doesn't have to upload it. They don't have to fill the tags in, the description in, the title in, the thumbnails in. And you can also help with the A and B testing. So if you have a couple more thumbnail options or title options, what you could do is after a while, just go ahead and put it up for A and B or C testing on YouTube. There is a feature called A and B testing, and you can just help your clients to convert more with helping them to A and B test the titles and the thumbnails. So this is the full YouTube package. And this is, as you've seen, not just video editing. But the result is that the creator that you work with, the business owner, the entrepreneur, or the YouTuber that you work with gets more views, they get more subs and more sales, even while they're sleeping. Because you become the person who runs their YouTube on autopilot and not just another editor. And the second thing you can do in order to charge 10 times more is speak in outcomes and not in hours. So what example of this is when you pitch your service, a bad pitch could be, hey, I charge $150 for a video, or I charge $700 for a video, whatever that is. The client will think, okay, this is just another expensive editor. I don't have the money for that or whatever. I don't want to pay so much for this. And on the other hand, what you could do instead, for example, a good pitch would be, I help you post 4 high quality videos every single month that brings in 5 to 10K extra email subscribers, or 5 to 10K extra revenue, or maybe 100K plus revenue, whatever your pitch is. What this does is your client thinks, okay, in this case, 1 new subscriber cost me only 3 cents, which is cheap. And on your portfolio, what you should do is always attach a $sign or a viewer number to your work. What this means, instead of just saying, okay, I worked with this client and I worked with this client and I have edited this video, you should say, last client I worked with added 8,000 subscribers and $4,200 in course sales in 30 days after we started working together and added the new packaging. So this is one example, but there's, again, endless possibilities on how you can do that. Just pick the highest numbers possible and just add that onto your portfolio and in your pitch as well. Number 3 is communicate like a professional. Actually, this already could 10x your how much you charge. Like, communication is key, and the way you communicate is, I think, far more important than the quality of your service sometimes. And to communicate better, you should reply within the next 12 hours or 24 hours, even if the update is just a render is still running, I will send it tomorrow or whatever, 5 p.m. your time. Most people look at this and be like, okay, well, why should I tell them that? Like, who cares if my render is running or whatever if I send them by 5 p.m. Okay, let me offer you a perspective. So let's just say you're the client and you just give these 2 editors the project and you just tell them like, hey, just do your job. So let's say there's editor A. He is kind of shy, he doesn't communicate very well, and what he does is he just doesn't communicate with the client. He just says, okay, I will do, and in 48 hours, he just sends the link. Okay, and then there's the editor B, where he says, okay, I'm going to edit the video based on what you've said. I'm going to get the first version done in 48 hours. And after he said that and sent you a summary, he goes and works on the video. And after like 6 hours, he sends an update, says, hey, this is what I've got done so far. And we're still on tour to hit the deadline. So everything is running smoothly. And then after 12 hours or after like 18 hours, he sends another update and says, hey, just a quick update. This is how much I've got done. And it was still on the tour to hit the deadline. And after 48 hours, he delivers the project and he says, hey, here's the project. I paid very specific attention to this part that you mentioned before starting to work together. I can get you the revisions done in 5 to 6 hours. So I know this sounds both very, very weird, but which one would you rather work with? Now, if you're looking at it from a client's perspective, this guy, you just send off the project. He never said anything back for 2 days. You're wondering like, hey, does he actually work on a video? Will I receive it in time? Is it going to be a good video? And on this side, I receive constant feedback or updates, and I receive constant notifications from this editor. And I know for a fact that he's working on the video. I know I will get it on time, or at least he will communicate it to me if I do not get it in time, which could be crucial for some businesses to not post in time. And I've been there. I've been not communicating well with my clients, that I'm gonna miss the deadline or whatever that is. And yeah, it was really, really bad at the end. So this is where I was just doubling down to communicate better as an editor, because it is super important. And if not, the most important skill to have in business is communication, okay? Especially giving updates and also just telling the clients ahead. So what this means is, if your client asks you for an ETA, you have already failed at communication, because the ETA, the estimated time arrival of the video, should come from you and not have been asked by the client to you. So please make sure to give constant updates to your clients. If you think you are just annoying them or whatever, please don't think that, okay? You're not annoying them. You're just giving them certainty that they choose and picked the right person for the job. Now, also a smaller hack is use the client's time zone. So for example, if you know he's in Canada, just type in Canada and just use their time zone. If it's like 5 p.m. for you and 7 p.m. for Canada, just tell them like, hey, I'm gonna get it done by 8 p.m. Canada time zone. And this is just way easier for them to think, and it's also way easier for them to plan and just kind of like navigate the bigger picture. So you don't have to be online 24/7, but be clear, be fast with your replies, be friendly to your clients. Especially this is super important, that you not like give an attitude. I don't work with anyone who gives an attitude, and do this every single time. Clear, fast, and friendly. And the next thing is, again, we talked about this, but put on your client's glasses whenever you write something. So you shouldn't say perhaps, okay, I have this Premiere Pro issue, whatever. Your clients doesn't care about that. What they care about is actually the deadline going to be met. If not, then, well, nobody cares if you have problems with your Premiere Pro. So make sure to talk from your client's perspective into your client's perspective. Next thing is, read through the messages twice if you tend to miss details. For example, for me, I'm not from like America, I'm not from UK, whatever. I'm not main English speaker, native English speaker. English is actually my third language. So what this means is, sometimes when I just read through a message, I tend to read through it twice or even 3 times, so that I don't miss any important details in the text or in the message. Because I know for a fact, okay, if there's a couple of words that I don't know, then I just ask ChatGPT. Now with AI, it's like very simple to communicate. And if I really don't know, and ChatGPT doesn't know what he's talking about, then I'm gonna ask back, and just to make sure that I get every single thing that I need to do right, okay? Because you have the power now to communicate well, and you have the power now to ask ChatGPT how to communicate well. So if you miss any important details, even though they were there, and you miss them and you're not applying them to the video, then you're gonna come over as someone who is not trustworthy. So everything you do in the online world, the more people can trust you, the more they will tend to work with you. The reason Alexa Hormozi, Iman Gadzhi, or Ali Abdaal, or all these big creators have such big businesses behind them is because they created so much trust that if they hop on a call with a big business owner, whatever, then they have already a big authority and they already have a lot of trust backing them because of what they have built. So if you don't have that, you don't need like millions of subscribers, but if you don't have the authority, if you don't have the trust, then people are not going to work with you long term perhaps. So this is why you should build trust with your communication. It is super important that you do that. This is by far one of the most important steps and most important skills within your editing career. Even if you're hired as an editor or employed as an editor, or you have an editing business, an agency, whatever that is, communication is key. Next thing is, kill the I promise a viral video trap. Now, you've heard of these people. Hey, I make your videos go viral. I help you to get to 100K revenue in 30 days or in 3 days after working with me. Never write that. Never write I make viral videos in your bio or anywhere else, because viral just translates as lottery, and strategy, what people want, is where the money lies. So instead, what you could write is, for example, I help course creators get clients 24/7 through YouTube on autopilot. This is one of my value propositions or my offers, what I'm doing, like not just course creators, but entrepreneurs or experts, or help you to get clients 24/7 through YouTube on autopilot. This is what I offer because this is what I do. With that, your target audience who understands the business or your niche will DM you first. Now, fifth point is stack value every month so you can raise prices. So if you want to charge more, you have to offer more. It's not just by editing well, but also by offering more and helping the client more. So what this means, when in the first month you deliver the video or the videos, whatever, in month 2, what you could do is give them perhaps a private SOP, standard operating procedure. What this is just a sheet, a checklist, so to say, and this can be about how to film a video faster, how to film a video better, how to get better lighting for a video, what cameras you should get. And what this does, it makes you look like a YouTube expert. It gives you a lot of authority and it makes you more trustworthy and also someone who takes initiative and wants your clients to succeed. And so these SOPs, these checklists are it could be just simple Google Doc files. It could be also a Loom video. It could be also a YouTube video that you record and edit and just upload to YouTube and just send a link to your clients or whatever that is. There's endless possibilities. But if you help your clients to film better, create better content, or make more revenue, help with the funnel, whatever you do that you can add on top that helps your clients will make you more valuable to them. So they will eventually pay you more. So for example, also month 3 is where you could show the new revenue or the results that you've gotten to them. For example, okay, we got 15K in course sales from the last 4 videos. You could just say that. And then what you can say is, I'm about to raise my retainer from 3K to 3.5K starting next month. Are you ready to lock in the old rate for 3 more months if we sign today? So if we sign today and we work for 3 another months, we can just stick to the old rate. Or if you just want to stop now, I'm raising my rates and yeah, we can just do 3.5K next time you're ready to work with me. Now this works because you proved that they get a positive return on investment from working with you. So 90% of these people who want to succeed and know they can succeed with you will say yes. So please remember, this is super important. Mediocre service will equal mediocre pay. So if you have a very basic service, you will get paid very, very basic or even less than that in today's day and age. And a full package service, in the other hand, brings in views, subs, and sales and is worth 10 times more the pay to your clients. Start adding these tricks to your service today and you will make more money than 90% of editors online. And if you're unsure on how you can learn how to deliver a full YouTube growth service, and if you're struggling to find clients in the first place, then make sure to check the first link in the description and join the Video Editing Elite. Inside the Editing Elite, I will show you how to go from $0 to $5,000 per month as a video editor fast, and teach you how to become a YouTube expert in less than 1 day. So if you have enough of guessing what to do in order to get video editing clients, or enough of just sending out thousands of emails that never get replies, then you're more than welcome to join the Video Editing Elite. It's the first thing down below. Join now. And with that said, thank you for watching this video. God bless you and have a nice day.